Harriet Talbert is used to working with students in musical and theater productions, but she really is a virtuoso herself when it comes to donating her time and talents to worthy causes in Redlands. For her voluntary efforts, Talbert is this year's recipient in the category of Volunteer in Action, Community Volunteer. For close to the past 45 years, Talbert has worked as a rehearsal accompanist for musicals and theater productions at Redlands and Redlands East Valley High Schools in the Redlands Unified School District. Since 1967, Talbert's voluntary work has starred right along with numerous student productions. She can still be seen at the Redlands Bowl as co-accompanist in community sing-alongs and as the accompanist for the Noontime Kiwanis Club. For a lifetime of hitting just the right notes with her volunteerism, Harriet Talbert provides the soundtrack for what is good about community service in San Bernardino County.
Well, I feel that she has always been a wonderful example of the true spirit of giving and generosity. And when you think of the hours that she has given, she's just tirelessly given of her time and talent, and she has been an inspiration to all of us to be a volunteer.
Well, it was very rewarding, and I think it's very important to give back to the community. No matter what town you live in, you support your community with your work, your schools, your charities.
The weeks leading up, you're very dependent on a pianist, and she has spent a little over 30 years, I think 31 years, giving of her time to play all of those rehearsals, and I'm not sure that the Redlands community would be able to have sustained a musical theater program without her dedication to it.
Well, of course, my field has always been in the arts. I think it's wonderful for a community to have arts. It adds a lot to a community. And maybe by my example of volunteering, maybe when these students are grown and out and making their living, they might remember about that volunteering, and maybe they will do it and contribute to the community. I think that's very important.
She gave kids a voice. If you haven't stood up on the stage and looked out in a huge auditorium, the moment before you're about to sing, there's a real sense of fear. This note better comes out. I'm the only one. Everyone's listening to me, especially in high school. But the wonderful thing about her was you would look out and you would either hear her piano start to play, or you could look down and see her in the pit and you didn't feel like you were alone. And I think that that is something that all teenagers really need, that kind of support. So I think that it is extremely important to have people coming in and generously giving of their time, open up the kids' eyes to what's around them and help them appreciate what's out there.
I think there's something kind of magical when these kids from all economic differences in homes, they all come together to have this great show. And when they get all that applause, that's what's magical, the applause. It's important to pass on the good to repay the gift of life.